let's come into a nice easy seat. Just close your eyes. Just begin to inhale and exhale through the nose, deepening the breath. Meditate on the sound of your breath. Allow the awareness of your breath to help you to move inward, separating yourself from the outside world. And just allowing yourself to feel and experience the breath as it moves through your body. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. The inflation and deflation of the belly. The rise and fall of the belly as well. As you inhale, create a reach through the back top part of your skull up towards the sky and settle into your seat. So today we're going to do a Kapalabhati breath. So it's an inhale through the nose and a forced exhale. Inhale will just come naturally, okay? So we'll start with a nice deep inhale. Pause it, take an inhale, lift your head. Lift your chin up towards the sky, open your eyes really brightly, hold the breath in. And as you exhale, take your chin to your chest. Exhale, empty out the breath, hold it out, relax. And then inhale, lift your head, lift your gaze. Second round, one more round. They're not long rounds, so just try to relax. And if you lose your rhythm, just slow everything down, like you're starting all over, and you'll get that pace going. So you give it a nice deep inhale. Now lift your head, lift your gaze all the way up toward the sky, brighten your eyes. Hold the breath in. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, empty the breath out, hold the chin tucked tightly to the chest. And then just come back into a nice neutral spine and lift up through the crown of the head. Good. Now connect to the Ujjayi breath. So as soon as you start to deepen the breath, you'll hear this audible sound coming out of the throat, out of your body, and that's the Ujjayi. So once you start to hear that and begin to really cultivate it to be nice and pronounced on the inhale as well as the exhale. And then really lengthen that breath. Good, and let's imagine the rib cage just hovering over the top of your hips. I want you to take the rib cage around in a circle. So just keep the body soft and light. Just let it go, kind of direct it in that circle, but just let it go, kind of like a ragdoll effect. And then maybe make that circle small or maybe make it big, depending upon how you feel. And then just explore the body and see how the body feels here. Good, and then reverse that circle. Take it around in the opposite direction. Maybe let the head go a little bit. Relax through the shoulders. Allow the body to be really relaxed and soft. And then come back up to center and lift up to the crown of your head. Rest your left fingertips onto the floor. Lift your right arm up and over that right ear. So try to get it right in line with that right ear. And then begin to press into that right hip bone. Press it and ground it down. And when you're ready for your exhale, just take that arm and sweep it over towards that left wall, lowering down that left hand to the floor. Good. And then reach out through the fingers of the right hand. And open up the right side of the body. Good. And then make a big circle with that right arm. Just opening up that shoulder. And then take it back over that ear. Good. And then reverse that circle. Take it in the opposite direction. And then roll the shoulder open. Roll the right side of the chest open. And then reach. Keep that right hip connected. Good. Inhale, rise. Lower the right hand down. Lift the left arm up. And create the engagement of the left hip pressing down as you reach through that left hand. Try to touch the ceiling. Try to get that arm right there alongside of your ear. When you're ready to exhale, drop that arm over to the right. Feel the waist, the rib cage, the shoulders stretching. Press into that right hand and reconnect that left hip. Open up the outside of that hip. Let that feel good. And then make a circle with that left arm and take it right back over that left ear and stretch. Find the stretch. Maybe lower down a little bit more and then reverse that circle. And then roll the shoulder open, roll the upper arm open, and reach and stretch. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Right arm reaches, press into that right hip bone, reach up through those fingers. And as you exhale, take it over to the left. Lower down, make a big circle with the right arm. Take it back over that right ear. Good. Reverse the circle. And now open the shoulder, open the chest, and then reach. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Left arm up, reach and lengthen, press into that left hip bone, and then take it over to the right. Find the stretch, connect that left hip, and then make a circle. Good. And then reverse it. And roll the shoulder open and reach. Keep that left hip connected, lower down a little bit more. Good, and then inhale, rise. And last time on each side, one more time on each side. Right arm up, take it over to the left. Reconnect that right hip. Make a circle with that right arm. Take it back over that ear. Good, reverse the circle. Roll the shoulder open and reach. Good. Last time on the left side, left arm lifts, lengthen, press into that left hip bone, exhale over to the right. Find your stretch, press it to that right hand, reconnect the left hip, and now make a big circle with that left arm. Take it back over the ear, reach, and then reverse the circle. And now roll the shoulder open up the left side of the chest, reach. Good, and then inhale, come back up to center, rest your fingertips onto the floor, just see how you feel. Go back to your Ujjayi breath. Soften your shoulders. And take your hands and just rest them on top of your knees. Let's do a seated cat and cow. So draw your belly through, your heart through, and then lift up the chin. Take your gaze right up at the ceiling above you, the sky above you, as you push your heart forward. Relax your shoulders. Point your tailbone towards the wall behind you. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone underneath you, draw your navel back, your heart back, and then let your chin drop to your chest. Good. Hold on to the front of the knees. Really send that heart back into the back body, the navel. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit more. Push the belly forward, the heart forward, lift up through the crown of the head. Lift your chin and lift your gaze straight up towards the sky. So you can open your eyes or you can keep them closed, but try to direct the vision right there above you. Good. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel back, the heart back, drop the chin to the chest. Round, hold on to the front of the knees. Let the shoulder blades slide apart. Good. Inhale, come forward into cow. Lift your heart, lift your chin, look up. And then as you exhale, find a nice neutral spine. Good. Close your eyes, stay steady with your breath. Good, now inhale, float your arms up and over your head. Tap your fingertips together, and then release. Take your right hand behind you as you twist to the right. Take your left hand, place it on top of your right thigh, your right knee. Good, and then pause there for a moment. Just settle into the body. And then start to lift and lengthen the spine, reaching the crown of the head to the sky as you press into your sits bones. As you exhale, wait for your exhale, and then twist from your waist first, and then your rib cage, and then your chest, and then your shoulders, and then look over that right shoulder. And then just hold it there for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Hold the posture. Breathe into the body. Nice deep breaths. Good. And the next inhale, just float your arms up as you bring yourself slowly back to center. Take your arms up and over your head. Tap your fingertips together. And then as you exhale, twist to the left. Take your left hand behind you. Take your right hand on top of that knee, that thigh. Grow tall. Wait for your exhale and then begin to twist from your waist first. Then your rib cage. Then your chest. Then your shoulders. And lastly, your gaze. Take it over that left shoulder. Good. Now hold it here for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Just relax the body into this position, into the shape. Soften your shoulders. Relax the legs. And up and over your head as you bring your body back to center. And then exhale your prayer down to your heart center. Namaskar. Good. Put your hands back on top of your knees. Lift your chin up towards the sky and drop your head back. As you exhale, take your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your head, lift your gaze, lift up through the crown of the head. Drop the head back. Exhale, take your chin to your chest. Release the head and let the head get heavy. Take your hands, place them on the back of your head and place your fingers there. Then let your elbows fall alongside of your head. Let the weight of your arms, so don't pull on your head here, just let the weight of your arms and the weight of your hands just deepen the stretch up the back of the neck. Let that feel good. Just relax. So all you have to do is hold it here, relax and breathe. Relax your shoulders. And as you inhale, press your head into your hand as you start to lift your head. And slowly start to take your gaze up towards the ceiling and just working your way to try to see the ceiling above you, the sky above you. Relax your elbows out to the side, soften the shoulders. Hold it there. Just lay your head in your hands. So take the hands right to the lower part of the skull so that you can rest your head in your hand. Feel the stretch in the triceps. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. Stay steady with your breath. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, take your chin back to your chest. Let your elbows fall alongside of your head. Relax there. One breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your head, lift your gaze. Lift up to the crown of the head, begin to lay your head in your hands. So take those hands right to the lower part of the skull, very close to the neck, so your thumb should be touching your neck. Lay your head in your hands, and you really have to talk to those shoulders and those elbows and get them to relax back. You've got to keep focusing on them. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then look up above you, as high above you as you can. Good, and then exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Let the elbows fall alongside of the head. Just hold it there for a moment. Relax and breathe, not forcing anything. And then slowly release your hands, take them back on top of your knees. Good. Now slowly lift your head, lift your gaze. Lift up through the crown of the head. And drop the head back for the last time. And then as you inhale, bring your head back to center. Good. Hold it there. Breathe. Good. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. So try not to allow the chin to fall towards the chest. Right? Just take your right ear, drop it over towards your right shoulder, and lift the chin away from the right shoulder. Good. And then take your right hand and place it on the left side of your head and just rest it there. Let that right elbow just relax towards the floor. Let that right shoulder relax. And then take that left hand and just rest it on the floor. Rest the fingertips of the left hand on the floor. Now energetically take that left shoulder and just press it away from that left ear. Can you feel that stretch deepen in the shoulder and in the neck? Good. Now lift up the hand a little bit and spread the fingers out. Maybe wiggle the fingers around a little bit. Make big circles with that left hand, left arm. And just notice what you feel, where you feel it, and how it feels. Reverse that circle. Good. And then pause there in the center. Turn your palm towards the wall behind you. And then slide that hand along your lower back all the way over to your right hip. Try to get that upper arm on the left side as close to the body as possible. Once you get that hand there on that right hip, lift up through the heart, relax your right ear back over towards your right shoulder. And then really relax that head over to the right, feeling that stretch up the left side of the neck, up the left shoulder, maybe even down into your bicep or tricep. Good. Now take a nice deep inhale and breathe into that left forearm. Send your breath down there. And as you exhale, relax that right ear back over to the right shoulder. Breathe again, nice deep breath down into that left forearm. Good, exhale, relax. Good, now let's create a little bit of strength in the neck as well. So as you inhale, press your head into your hand slowly. Resist with the hand, engage those muscles in the neck. And then as you exhale, relax that right ear back to the right shoulder. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, press your head into your hand. Exhale, relax. Inhale, press your head into your hand. And exhale, relax. Good. Take your left arm back from behind you. Take it back to that left knee. Take that right hand to the right side of your head. Center. Good. And then take that right hand to the right knee. Lift up nice and tall through the crown of your head. Drop your left ear over to your left shoulder, nice and slow. You might feel a little discomfort from having it over to the right so much. Don't worry, we're just stretching all angles of the neck. Take the left hand, place it on the right side of your head. Lift up nice and tall through the front body. Lift your chin away from that left shoulder. Relax the left ear over to the left shoulder. Good. Hold it there. So don't pull on the head, just allow the weight of the arm and the hand to deepen that stretch. Take your right fingertips to the floor, and then take your right shoulder and energetically press that right shoulder away from that right ear. So press that right shoulder down towards the floor. Good. And then lift that right arm, spread your fingers out, and then make a circle with that right arm. Good. And just explore that shoulder, see how it feels. And then reverse that circle. Just breathing, still nice deep breaths. Good, one more time. Good, reach through the fingers of the right hand. Go for a nice stretch. Lift the head, lift the chin off the chest. Relax that left ear over, and then turn your right palm towards the wall behind you. Take that back of the hand, slide it all the way over to the left hip. Try to snuggle that right arm, the upper arm into the side body nice and close. And then lift up through the heart again. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel that stretch increasing. Breathe into it, Ujjayi breaths. Nice deep breaths. Send it into the body. Send it into that right shoulder. Good. Now as you inhale, press your head into your hand. As you exhale, release. Good. Inhale, press the head into the hand, resist with the hand. And exhale, release. Just one more time. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Good. Slowly bring your right hand, place it back on top of the right knee. Slide your left hand to the left side of your head and assist on bringing it back to center. Good. Lower the left hand down. Drop your chin to your chest and just rock your head from right to left. Just let all of that go. And then take the head around in a circle. And just taking notice of how the neck feels now. It should start feeling a lot better. And then reverse that circle. Take it back in the other direction. Good, and then bring your head back to center. Good, we're going to do a second breath. Now we're going to do a lion's breath. And in a lion's breath, you kind of feel a little silly doing it. But don't worry, because there's nobody watching you. And everyone is doing the same thing, right? I'm doing it and you're doing it. And that's all we have to worry about. Worry about what's happening with your body and what you feel and how you feel as you take this breath. So lion's breath, I want you to think of this breath as a breath to help you to release whatever it is that you're holding on to. Whatever it is that's weighing heavy on your shoulders, whatever it is that you're carrying around with you, allow that raw to expel out all of that that does not serve you. So we're going to open up our hands really wide and spread your fingers out, and you're going to lift your arms up over your head. This is going to be your inhale, and your exhale, you're going to draw the upper arms into your side body, okay? And then bring your arms back up, spread your fingers out. Think of this as the mane of the lion. As you exhale, you're going to stick your tongue all the way out, as far out as you can, like so, like so. So try to create this raw, this clearing of the energy in your body, clearing of what does not serve you. So inhale up. You drop the chin into the chest, hold it there, hold the breath out. Good, and now we're going to return back to a normal, natural breath for a moment. And just to check in, close your eyes and just see how you feel. Start to breathe deeply, cultivating that Ujjayi breath. Let's go back to meditating on the sound of your breath. And then we'll do one more round. So inhale the arms up, spread your fingers out nice and wide. Take a nice deep inhale. Inhale up, hold the breath in, relax, spread your fingers out. Exhale, elbows into the side body, empty out completely, hold the breath out, relax. And inhale, place your hands on top of your knees, lift your gaze. Return back to your Ujjayi breath. Good, and we're going to lie down on our backs. So bring your feet out in front of you. And then take your arms out in front of you like you're sleepwalking. Reach through those fingers, spread them out. Slowly lower yourself down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. As slowly as you can. Keep drawing your rib cage towards your hip bones, that will help. Chin to chest, that will also help. And then once you arrive down in the mat, lengthen your legs and bring your arms up and over your head. Good. And then draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Interlace your fingers around your shin. Hug that right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. So this is stimulating to the ascending colon. So when we draw the right leg in, we're stimulating the ascending colon. When we draw the left knee in, We're stimulating the descending colon. And then release, let the arms extend out fully. And then slide your hands behind your thigh and interlace your fingers there. And then let's point our toes, okay? Point your toes. This will enable you to straighten out your legs a little bit better. So see if you can get that leg straight with the toes pointed, okay? It's when we flex our foot that we create that stretch, right? So point your toes and flex your foot as far as you can go until you feel that stretch. And then point the toes again and stretch and flex and point and flex. Feel that stretch and point and flex. Good. Now make a circle with that right foot. Make a circle with that right foot. Open up that ankle. So good for your ankle. And then reverse that. Oh, a lot of snap, crackling, and popping going on here. Good. And then press up through that right heel if you can. If you need to keep a slight bend in that knee, go ahead and do that. And then draw that right leg towards your body by bending your elbows and using your biceps. So keep the upper arms nice and close to the body, just not to cause any tension in the shoulders. Good. And then rebend that knee again. Draw the knee back and towards that right shoulder. So keep it nice and close to the body. Keep it close to the body as you take that left hand to the top of the knee. Lower the right arm down and then take that right knee and drag it over towards that left wall, coming into a twist. But try to keep that knee nice and close to the body, deepening that twist, and maybe even getting into the internal organs. So right shoulder, keep it on the floor. Right hand is reaching out in line with your shoulder, and your gaze is at that right hand. Good. Relax every bit. Breathe into that chest. Breathe into the spine. Connect back to your Ujjayi breath. Nice deep inhale, nice exhale. Big deep breaths. Good, and then your next inhale, roll yourself back onto your back. And now take your right hand to the top of that knee and take that knee and open it out to the right. Just externally rotating that right hip. You can keep your left hand on that left hip bone, right there, that pelvic ridge, and press it down as you press that right knee down towards the floor. So hold on to that left pelvic ridge, press it down into the floor as you open up. Good. And then slowly draw that right knee back to center. Hug it in, and then take the left hand to the top of the knee. And once again, come over to the left. Take it over to the left, towards the left wall. Take your gaze towards that right hand. That right arm is out with your shoulder. Now relax the entire body here. Connect to your Ujjayi breath. Take that left hand now and reach it down. Walk it down the leg, slide it down the leg, and see if you can take a yoga toe hold on that right big toe. If you can get a yoga toe hold on that right big toe, start to relax through the leg. Start to send that right heel towards that left wall. You can take your gaze towards the left foot. Maybe you can keep a slight bend in the knee. But try to straighten out that right leg. Try to reach that right heel towards that left wall. Good. And then bend the knee and come back to center. So we can stay there very long. Hug that right knee back towards that right shoulder. Good. Release that right leg and extend it long on your mat. And then arms on the side of your body. And just take notice of how you feel. Take notice of how you feel on the right side of the body. The right hip. The right leg. The hamstring. What sensations do you feel? As subtle as they may be, try to recognize them. Breathe your Ujjayi breath. And on your next exhale, draw that left knee in, interlace your fingers around your shin, and hug that left knee in towards your left shoulder. Make sure your neck is nice and long. Give it a good squeeze. Now you're stimulating this descending colon. Relax through that left hip. Good. Now let the arms extend out fully. And then take your hands and slide them behind the back of your thigh, interlace your fingers there. Start to straighten out that right leg by pointing your toes. Straighten it out with your toes pointed. See what happens. See how that feels. And then start to flex and point your foot. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Good. Now make circles with the left foot. Make circles with the left foot. Open up that ankle. Reverse the circle. Let that feel good. Good. Pause for a moment. Draw the toes towards your shin. Press up through that heel. See if you can straighten out that leg. And draw the leg towards the body using your biceps. Keep the upper arms nice and close to your body. See how that feels. Try to relax that left hip down towards the floor. Good. Bend the knee. Interlace your fingers around your shin. Hug it in. Good. Take the right hand to the top of the knee. Lower the left arm out to the side in line with your shoulder. Now drag that leg over to the right as you take your gaze over your left hand. Good. Use that right hand as leverage. Use it to press down into that leg to deepen it, but relax the body. Don't force anything. As you breathe into the body and you keep everything soft, then move deeper. Relax and let the body go. Keep breathing. Nice deep inhales, nice deep exhales. Good. Next inhale, slowly roll yourself back onto your back. Take your left hand to the top of that left knee and then allow the knee to fold out to the left. Take your right hand to that right pelvic ridge, that bone that sticks out in the front of your hip on the right side. Press it down. Keep your hips nice and square to the ceiling as you press that left knee down towards the floor. Feel that. Feel it opening through the front of your pelvis. Breathe. Good. Now release both hands. Take that knee back to center. Squeeze it in towards that left shoulder for a moment. And then let the arms extend again. Take the right hand to the top of the knee. Left arm out to the side. Draw that right knee over towards that right wall. Look over that left hand. Maybe get the spine to readjust itself. Good. And take that right hand and slide it down that left shin. Grab a yoga toe hold on that left big toe. Now take your gaze to the right and press out through that left heel, extending that left leg. So this is a good way to stretch the IT band on that left leg. See how that feels to you. Try to get there, relax there. Breathe. Breathe into the back of that left leg, the outside of that left thigh, and the outside of that hip. Feel that. And then see if you can let it go. Let everything go. See if you can get that leg to relax a little. Soften it a little. Relax. Good. Bend the knee. Come back onto your back. Hug that left knee into your left shoulder. Good. And then release that left leg down. Nice and long. Just take a pause. Arms are alongside of your body. Just breathe. Let the feet fall away from one another. And just take notice of how you feel. Notice how the body feels. Good. Now draw both knees into your chest. Lift up your head, lift up your shoulders. Take your arms and wrap them around your shins and see if you can grab a hold of opposite elbows. If you can't, then just take a hold of the front of your shins with your hands and keep your arms nice and tight to your body. Okay? If not, take a hold of opposite elbows. Draw the knees into the chest. Lower the head down. Lower the back of the head down. Neck is long. Keep the inside edges of your feet together. And now begin to relax. Begin to allow the hips, the lower back, the sacrum to relax towards the floor, towards your mat. Let them go. Let them go. Good. Now slowly release your arms. Take your feet to the floor, about shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. Take your feet out shoulder width apart. Lower the arms alongside of your body. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you and make your neck nice and long. So pelvic tilts. Everybody knows what the lumbar spine is, right? It's that arch in your lower back. You can stick your hand right underneath your back. That's your lumbar spine. So see how high you can lift that. Maybe you can fit your whole arm under there, right? So see how high. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. As you lift it, feel your tailbone pointing down towards the floor, okay? Now, these are just gentle movements, subtle movements. There's nothing big happening here, right? So very little movement. Lower down your lumbar spine and press your lumbar spine down into the mat and imagine yourself creating an imprint of your spine in the mat. As you do that, do you feel your tailbone gently lifting up towards the sky? Take the tailbone, lift it up a little higher. Lift it up as high as you can get until you can get that sacrum up off the mat. Lumbar spine is pressing down. The entire spine is pressing down. The tailbone is trying to point up at the sky above you. Good. Now, relax the tailbone back down. Feel your lumbar spine gently lifting. That's your neutral spine. Now lift the lumbar spine even higher. As high as you can. Feel the tailbone turning down. Good. Now, we want to create a fluid motion, a little bit of a flow so that we can loosen up the pelvis. So drop the lumbar spine, press it down, curl the tailbone and the sacrum up. Lower down the sacrum, tailbone, lift the lumbar. Good. And keep going. Press the lumbar, lift the tailbone. Lift the lumbar, press the lumbar spine down. Lift the lumbar spine up. Press the lumbar spine down. Lift the lumbar spine up. Press the lumbar spine down. Good. Lift the lumbar spine up. Press the lumbar spine down. And last time, lift the lumbar spine up. Good. And relax everything. Let your knees fall in towards one another. Maybe walk your feet out a little bit if you're having a hard time holding your knees together. So knocking your knees together. Good. As you do this, you should feel a widening across the lower back. So this is a nice exercise to do if you have any lower back issues, just opening up the lower back. So if you didn't feel that, open the knees out and then draw the knees back together again. This way you can actually feel that sensation of the widening of the back, of the lower back. Good. And then just hold it there. You can take your hands and rest them on your lower belly. Just breathe, nice deep breaths. Just to create a little bit of a warmth in the lower belly. Just to comfort and soothe. Good. Just 2 more nice deep Ujjayi breaths here. Really relaxing into the body. Remove your hands from your belly and walk your feet together. And allow the knees to fall out. As you do this, you're opening up the front of the pelvis. So let those knees relax down towards the floor. Take your hands to those 2 pelvic ridges in the front of your belly, the front of your hips. Just rest your hands there. Relax your glutes, relax your legs. Breathe. Stay with those deep breaths. Good. And you take your hands and slide them to the outside of your thighs. Assist on bringing your knees back together again. And now lengthen your legs nice and long. Take your arms up and over your head. And then slide that right heel forward as you reach back with the left hand. So just imagine your body inside of your mind. Close your eyes. Visualize your hips. Feel that right side of your pelvis tilting down towards your right foot and the left side lifting. The idea of the left hand reaching back behind you is to lift that left hip a little higher. So energetically, without even the left hand, just see if you can lift that left hip a little higher as you press that right heel down. Good, and then relax. And then press through the left heel. Feel the left side of your hip dipping down as the right side starts to lift. Reach through the right hand and then energetically take your awareness to that right hip and lift it. And then relax. And now let's create a flow. The same way we did when we rocked the pelvis, let's do the same thing here, just tilting the pelvis. Right heel, left arm, lift that left hip. Relax. Left heel, right arm, lift the right hip. Relax. Right heel, left arm, lift. Good. Relax. Left heel, right arm, relax. Right heel, left arm, relax. Left heel, right arm, relax. And continue on, just tilting that pelvis up and down. Breathe. Let everything go. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Begin to rock back and forth on the spine. In your spine. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Sit up nice and tall in your sits bones. Good. Take your hands out in front of you in Kali Mudra. Point your finger facing forward. Interlace your fingers together and then extend your arms out in front of you. Hug your elbows in towards one another. Be sure you're pressing your palms together. Okay? I want you to try to reach as far, you know what, straighten out the legs, sorry. Point your toes towards the sky, straighten out your legs. Legs are wide as your mat, right? Feel your heels right there on the edge of the mat. And now lift up through the heart center. And as you exhale, take those hands and reach them forward. As far as you can comfortably go, look forward. And then inhale, rise back up, nice tall spine, relax your shoulders and lift the heart and lean back as far as you can go. Navel to spine, close off the front of the rib cage. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach forward, forward fold. Use your breath. Inhale, let that lift you. Exhale, let that relax and lower you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise, and exhale, lower down. Take your hands to the top of your legs. Walk your feet back, hip distance apart. Good. So, feet are hip distance apart. Toes are pointing towards the sky as well as your knees. Press the backs of your legs down, your ankles, the backs of your thighs. Good. And then we're going to go for that swim. Once you get that engagement, just relax. Take that left arm, sweep it back, up and around, and tap your right foot with your left hand. And then right arm reaches back, up and around, and tap your left foot. And then continue to go. But as you do this, you want to think about really reaching up and around, and left arm reaches back, up and around, and continue with that. And try to relax and try to go for that stretch. So pause when your right hand is on the left foot, pause there. Take a hold, bend the knee, take a hold of the outside edge of that foot, and then lift the foot up off the floor with the knee bent. And then lift up nice and tall through your heart center and try to square your shoulders off to that wall in front of you, the left wall. Okay, and now take that left arm and reach it back behind you. Spread your fingers out nice and wide, palm is facing forward, and then begin to press out through that left heel. And find your edge. Find that resistance and hold it there. And then just breathe into that. And maybe slowly be able to straighten out that leg, depending upon how tight you are. If you can't straighten out the leg at all, that's okay. Just stay right where you are. As long as you're feeling a stretch, that's where you need to be. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release that left leg, that left heel, lower it down. Slide that left leg out in front of you. And then go for that swim again, reaching the entire way, tapping the right foot, and right hand taps the left foot and left arm. Now just think about loosening all of that up and stretching a little bit more. Good, that should feel good. Good, and left hand, take it up and over, hold of the right foot. So bend the knee, take a hold of the outside edge of the foot. Take your right hand back behind you first. Lift the foot up off the floor. Lift up through the crown of the head. Square your shoulders off to that right wall. So just drawing that right shoulder back, the right side of the chest, the right rib cage, the right belly, as you move the left side of the body towards that right wall. And then slowly start to straighten out that right leg. And you can move that leg, you know, you can kind of shift it from right to left and loosen up that muscle a little bit. Lift up nice and tall, and then lift that right arm and reach it back behind you. Good, and then slowly come back to center. So bend the knee, lower the heel down. Right arm, take it up and over. Tap the left foot. And the left arm up and over, and tap the right foot. Good. Inhale, take both arms up and over your head. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, settle the shoulders down into the shoulder girdle. Good. With a nice straight back, you'll get a little bend in the back, but try to keep it as straight as possible. Forward fold. Hold on to the feet, ankles, the shins, the knees, the thighs, wherever you have. Let the head go. Look down at the floor or close your eyes. Reach the crown of your head towards your feet with every inhale. With every exhale, let the body fold it deeper. Let it go. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Walk your hands up your legs till you're sitting upright. And then take your right leg and cross it over your left. Try to get that right foot firmly on the floor. Move it up closer to the body. Take your hands in front of your right knee and draw your torso towards your thigh towards your torso. Good. Now lean over to the left. Take your left hand to the floor. Lean over to the left. Bend that right knee. Take that left heel, left knee. Take that left heel over towards that right hip. And then try to relax that right sit bone down into the mat. So take a moment to find that. Keep relaxing that right sit bone down, closing your eyes, breathing nice deep breaths. Keep hugging that right thigh towards you, your torso towards the thigh. And then take that left arm and wrap it around that right leg. Good. And then adjust and find comfort there. Keep hugging that leg in. Feel that in the outside of that right hip. And then take the right arm and reach it up. And take that right hand back behind you and gaze over your right shoulder. Fingertips to the floor. Ujjayi breaths, deep breaths. Breathe into the posture. One more. Good. Slowly come back to center. Take your hands back behind you, lean back. Take your leg out in front of you, shake them out. Good. Do the same thing on the other side. Cross the left leg over the right. And hug that left knee in towards your torso towards that thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Feel yourself sitting up nice and tall on those sits bones. Good. Take your right arm and wrap it around that left leg. Take your hand, just hold onto the top of that thigh. Draw your body closer to the thigh. Lift the left arm up, reach and lengthen. And then as you exhale, take that left hand back behind you. Rest your fingertips onto the floor. Lift up nice and tall and then twist. Waist, rib cage, chest, and shoulders. Look over that left shoulder. Good. And now hold it there for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Slowly bring yourself back to center, nice and slow. Shake your legs out. Take your legs out in front of you, heels on the floor. Bend your knees, reach your arms towards your feet, like you're sleepwalking once again, and just lower yourself down with control. Drawing the rib cage towards your hip bones. Good. Take your arms up and over your head. Reach through your fingers, give yourself a full body stretch. Press out through both of your heels. And then point your toes. Good. And then lower your arms down by your side with your palms facing up. Let your feet fall away from one another. Breathe. Let everything go. Shavasana. Shavasana is also known as corpse pose. Shavasana symbolizes the end, but not as the end as in death as you would think, but the end as in a new beginning. Each and every time you practice yoga, you change your body ever so subtly. You change your life ever so subtly. So allow this to be an opportunity to kind of pause at the end of your practice, to allow the body to absorb the benefits of your practice. Just be still and quiet just for these last few moments. Relax your flesh and relax your skin. Relax and let go. Relax your scalp, your skull, and relax your brain. Relax and let go. Relax your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Relax and let go. Relax your eyes and allow them to soften inside of your head. Relax and let go. Relax your cheekbones and your jaw. Separate your bottom teeth from your top teeth. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax all of the muscles in your face. Relax and let go. Relax your neck and your throat. Relax and let go. Relax your shoulders, your arms, hands, and fingers. Relax and let go. Relax your chest and your rib cage, your waist and your hips. Relax and let go. Relax your thighs and your knees. Relax your calves and your ankles. Relax and let go. Relax your feet and relax your toes. Relax and let go. Relax and let go. Begin to slowly awaken the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head, reach your fingertips towards the wall behind you, your toes towards the wall in front of you. Give yourself a full body stretch. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest and roll yourself over onto your right side in fetal position. And keeping your eyes closed, holding onto the relaxation that you've created, take your time. Push your left palm into your mat as you bring yourself up into a nice, easy seat. And take your hands into prayer position at your heart's center. Let's join our voices for 3 chants of Om to close the class. Take a nice deep inhale. Push your prayer at your third eye. Loka samusta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings live truly free and happy. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. It was wonderful practice, and I hope you have a beautiful day. With much love and gratitude, namaste.